Okay. Look at the instructions at the top of the page. For these last 8 problems, the goal becomes different. Instead of just find this, find that, the instructions say identify the value of A and B, in some cases only A, that will cause the function to be continuous. This is a very common thing they do on the AP test, is they turn the problem around. Instead of you just analyzing a limit or something like that, they expect you to apply the idea to some related situation. So we're supposed to figure out what A and B will cause this to be continuous. So here's how I would start thinking. I'd remember that if the function is going to be continuous, let's see, this is a piecewise function. There are no denominators again. So I don't need to worry about a vertical asymptote causing a problem. So I can not worry about that. A jump or a removable could be present. But for a piecewise function, again, we're not going to have a removable discontinuity that is being caused by 0 divided by 0, because there's no way to make any of these formulas 0 divided by 0. So we don't have to worry about that. Question. Okay, warning to everyone. There's a bit of a trick to solving this problem, but if all you do is learn the trick, you're going to get in trouble in future problems. So don't just learn the trick, make sure this discussion is making sense to you. That's what you're going to have to use in the future. So I know I don't have to worry about that. So all I'm down to worrying about are either a jump or a removable that occurs at the transition. So I'm worried about x equal 2, and I'm worried about x equal 4. That's where these formulas switch. This top formula is used for all values of x that are less than 2. The middle formula is used basically for values between 2 and 4. And then the last formula is used for x values that are greater than 4. So the transitions are x equal 2 and x equal 4. Question. So it's back to limits. I come over here and say, okay, I better check the left and right limits to see if I'm having any trouble with jumps. So I write on my paper, and you need to write the same. Have good notation here. X approaching 2 from the left of the function f, and we'll pay the whole room again. So talk to each other if you need to, but raise your hand when you know that. Just waiting for a few more here. Let's go, Allison.
I got 9.
Oh, sorry. 3 points for both of you. It's not your fault at all. So I looked at Allison Robbins and said Allison. Yeah, my bad. So what did you get, Allison?
I got 9.
Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry about that. 3 points for both of you, though. So Allison gets 9. Please raise your hand if you agree with Allison. 2 points. Question. You need me to show how I did it? If you need me to show more, just go like this. You don't have to kind of announce to the whole world that you're not quite doing it. Okay, cool. So now we check the other limit. The limit as x approaches 2 from the right. Show me your hands, please. Raise your hand as soon as you know the value of the limit as x approaches 2 from the right. And if your answer includes the letter A, that's what it should include. Because we don't know the value of A. So the best we can do is come up with some limit that's has an a in the limit. So since our formula concludes a, let's go, Jacob.
4 plus a.
Again, don't just learn the trick here. Make sure the ideas make sense to you. How many got that? 2, 3 for Jacob. Question. Somebody go like this if you need me to show more.
I have a question.
Go ahead, please, Dave.
I think you'll probably just go to the, I think, I'm just going to say
Keep going.
limit. They could either match up or not, but you don't know what a is. Like, how do we
2 points for David. Somebody answered that. Somebody can answer that. His question was, well, we don't know the value of a. It's perfect. 3 points for David. We don't know the value of a. So so what do we do now? Daniel.
So the question is asking to identify values for A and B that make it continuous. So whether I'd say, okay, so 5 would be continuous, then I'd go to 4 and then solve, do what we just did, and then see if plugging in 5 for A.
Yeah, what Daniel's saying is, okay, I remember, if I'm supposed to make the function continuous, I have to have the left and right limits matching. So that's the whole idea, is I want these two to be the same. So I want 9 to equal 4 plus a. So I've just figured out the value of a actually is known. The value of a has to be 5. If a has any value other than 5, I'll have a jump. The left and right limits at x equal 2 won't match. Perfect. 3 for Daniel. Question? Logan, do you have a question?
Yeah, I just was looking at the bottom formula, so I was solving.
Is you okay now?
Yeah.
Perfect. 2 more points. Anybody else? Solid. So we've eliminated the possibility of a jump at x equal 2. I suppose we could end up with a removable at x equal 2, but now that we've got the left and right limits matching, we know this limit is 2. F of 2, now that we have found a to equal 5, f of 2 will use this formula, and we'll get 9 again, so there's no removable at x equal 2. Questions? Cool. So we just do the same thing now. We go find the limit as x approaches 4, because that's the other transition point I need to worry about. From the left, and we'll pay the whole room, get everybody thinking with me. Again, don't just do what I do. Make sure the thinking makes sense. It's this sign I have over here. The y is what's crucial, so please raise your hand if you know what I'm going to put here. Come here. Let's go Emmy in the back.
16 plus A.
And we know a is 5. No, you're fine. It's perfectly fine. Because it is, Emmy's right. Like when I plug in a number that's slightly less than 4, I have to use this formula. So I get 16 plus a, but knowing that a is 5, I get 21. Show me your hands if you got that. 2 points, 3 for Emmy. Questions? Wade, if you need me to do more. Cool. Moving on, we go find the limit as x approaches 4 from the right. Show me your hands. Let's go, Emily.
4B plus 9.
4b plus 9. Raise your hand if you got that. 2 points, 3 for Emily. Question? So somebody earned some extra credit and explained to the class what next and why. So Daniel's in for 2, Emmy's in for 2, Autumn's 2, Elizabeth's 2, Logan's 2. Every time I say your name, you're getting 2 for this. So Evan, Daniel, who else got the hand up? Zarin, Edward, Allison, Brindley, Isaac. Just say the whole room here. If I say your name twice, don't take it twice. Jonathan, Zarin, Logan. Let's go. Daniel.
So since the previous equation at 4 was 21, and we want it to be continuous, you have to make 4b plus 9 equal to 21.
Perfect. Please raise your hand if you knew B was going to equal 3 before I did. 2 more points. Question?